It's nearly 2 years. We have done 99 episodes so far, and none of us can think of a fucking intro.
No, and especially for this one, at the 100th episode with no special intro.
We definitely should have had something prepared for an intro for episode 100.
We should have planned ahead, right?
Yeah, this was supposed to be the big one.
Dom's not even listening to us, he's on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't know this was a bit.
Dom, this is going to be the intro.
I didn't know that. You guys were just fucking being like, oh, we can't think of intros.
And Season Quest Pod.
You know what'd be great?
No, do your idea.
Would be great.
Hello and welcome to Season Quest. I'm Tom and I play Fissure.
Hi, I'm Troy. I'm playing Snowflake Supreme.
I'm Lucy and I'm playing Bankshot. I thought we were going to do something.
No, just formally.
Okay.
I'm Charlie.
100.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Dearth's Point. I'm your host, Darren Dearth. According to local sources, members of the Freedom Fighters were seen staking out my very home. Are my revelations scaring them? Is this some sort of intimidation tactic? It's of my own opinion that these heroes are on thin ice. Members of the superhero team Flight School have arrived in Filament for their Flyover and Flight Fanatic Festival to much fanfare. And finally, later we'll be doing a special on password security. How many characters is too many? Let's find out. And then you see him walk up to the bookcase, ponder for a second, and pull the book.
Mm-hmm.
You see in the next camera him walking down the stairs, going over into the room, grabbing one of the blank suits, putting it on, starts talking about some stuff, probably like cock and ball torture or something. Filling it up.
Yeah.
And then checking his, what looks like to be a phone, nodding, responding, and then heading out.
Was him. I'm glad I was right.
Wait, why are you looking at this footage of Darren Dearth? Was he still in the prison?
He was still in the prison, but he was in his costume, we couldn't see him, and then with the new Dearth Point being a direct response to the public transportation, it's kind of iffy.
So if we fast forward from the moment that Darren leaves now to go and, explode things and be an asshole, we should see if a second Darren Dearth shows up in the house before we get here?
Yeah, when was Exposition apprehended?
During the...
In the filament? Like
situation.
in the filament?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't bring him back in a tube. Did he come back here between that and that? But between my fight with him and the filament?
Back to the house?
Yeah.
You fast forward through the footage and you see no movement. He didn't return home.
Can you record the footage of him putting on the costume so we have actual evidence? Because otherwise there's no point to us coming here.
My mask is still recording.
Okay,
I said
cool.
it kept recording when Lucy came down.
True.
And I'm gonna, go see if I can find anything of him talking to someone. It looks like it might have been on the phone.
You're rewinding the footage. A lot of it is him upstairs doing his stuff. And complementary to like the crimes that Exposition has been doing, a lot of the times he goes down into the basement and prepares and then goes out, and you're moving back and forth and back and forth. A lot of that is him not looking at his own communicator that he has. It seems like a lot of it is self-planned, but you go back maybe 2 months and you see him sitting in his basement hideout, typing away some his next big catch, whatever it is, and the phone or communicator on the desk lights up.
Next big catch. Fisher's team dies? Question marks.
When my communicator goes off, a logo comes up. Whatever's insignia comes up. What comes up?
A yellow light.
That's not good.
That's weird. Yellow light?
Do we see anything else from that, or?
It's you see the words coming onto his suit.
Yeah.
Hello, how did you get into this communication? I don't do teams, that sort of stuff. And then eventually you see him sort of like smirk and nod and head off.
In my head I'm like, I can't let Sparky know what we know. We've got proof that he's Exposition. That's what we need.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Sparky, end recording.
Ending recording. Are you okay, Joe?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks, Sparky. You bugged the last computer that we interacted with. Do you want to leave a bug on this one, or should we destroy it? Should we?
No, we'll leave it because he's in prison.
You're fucking Spider-Man Homecoming us. If you're nothing without the light bulb, then why should you have it?
You're coming home, Spider.
I haven't said anything.
And I'm like, let's go. And I leave.
And
I make sure everything's as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do something about these suits? Should we get rid of them? Should we leave them?
No, we don't want anyone to know we were here.
Okay.
I eye them leaving out of the corner of my eye, and I really ham it up to Tom. And I'm like, yeah, you know what's funny? There's this thing that happens when you cook meatballs.
Right.
They get this perfect, right? There's this perfect moment, right? And I think that is the greatest joy in life.
Is it like the browning of the meat? Is that
Browning of the meat, and then the insides are soft and tasty, and it's not, you don't lose any flavor. Everything's perfect. It's just in that marinara. It's really absorbed some of that moisture.
Moisture. You've got a good mind about recipes.
I get it all from my ma. She cooks a mean chicken beef prawn Alfredo.
That doesn't sound
You should
like
try
it would
it.
work.
It's delicious. I'll invite her to the potluck.
I'm kind of a stay-at-home kind of guy. I
for
cook
sure.
a lot, so I'd love some of those recipes.
Oh, you know what? I'll text them to you. What's your number?
He gives you his number.
Yeah, sweet. All right, and I'll just flick you a text with the recipes.
You know what?
What?
You guys aren't too bad.
No, it's nice meeting you, man. Hey,
Nice to meet you too.
Really nice to meet you. Sorry, I forget my hologram's there.
you don't.
I walk back up the hill. I'm like, yeah, the new takeaway sushi. So I just, sat down. How was y'all's picnic?
It was pretty good.
It was good, yeah.
His grandpa's got an appetite.
Oh, for sure. You should have seen. You know how much food we brought? Enough for 6, and there's 4 of us.
Love.
Well, yeah,
But-
yeah.
Snowflake's not eating.
The real Snowflake
No.
Supreme has tubed back because obviously he didn't want to be seen with his hologram.
Yeah.
We should probably head out.
Yeah, oh for sure. Hey, nice meeting you. I'll talk to the 6 when they come back about getting this tube system public infrastructure thing going.
That would be.
Again, I'm just a kid,
If
do
my
best.
wife can find a faster way to work, I mean, every day she's so frustrated by traffic.
And it's so hard getting into Philadelphia from here.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a long distance.
Yeah.
Like the rent in Philadelphia, it's insane.
No, yeah, we
sure.
can't afford that.
Oh, for sure. No, it's nice meeting you. Hey, I'll see you next time. See you for the potluck on Wednesday.
All right.
For sure.
Do y'all want to meet at the pool league base?
Yeah, sure.
It's no time like the present to go, go, go.
And when he walks away,
Yeah, he walks back into his house.
I disconnect the snowflake hologram, and I go to the tube.
As I'm powering down, it says something witty.
When we get to the pool league's space, I take off my little Bluetooth headset and I put down my 8-ball. Actually, yeah, no, I put down my 8-ball and I leave it on the bench and then I go into Pool Shark's old office.
Mm-hmm.
That's, as Tom said, all Pool Shark tech, not light bulb or anything.
So what did you guys find anything?
And I'm taking your communicators out of your hands and putting them on the desk.
Okay. That's in my pocket. That's weird.
On the desk in the room?
On the desk, in the main room, but not in the
Not in the...
office.
right, okay.
In the shark pool.
On the bar
Yeah.
top bar thing.
No, past the bar. Right?
In our actual base,
yeah.
but just out of...
What's going on?
Would I know if there's any light bulb communicators or anything in here?
You know that the pool league does use a lot of light bulbs systems.
As the boys just realised masks.
Mm-hmm.
I
RPG.
take mine off and I chuck it in the thing. I'm trying to... Would the costume have more texture in it? Surely not. Mine's just a costume.
We would probably need to go see a tailor or
My
a
gadgets
costumey
would.
kind of friend.
I have regular clothes here. I go and get into normal clothes and I
Yeah.
leave all my shit on the bench.
Yeah.
I take off my mask too.
Me too.
I take off Beefquake's mask.
And I go into Pool Shark's office, and I imagine I haven't been in here for quite a long time.
Not
It's a bit
a
dusty.
while. Yeah.
Turn on the light, shut the door, and just kind of sit down in his chair, his fucking giant throne of a chair.
Yeah, because he was a big shark man.
Big shark man.
He is the kingpin of this world, except a good guy.
Are we with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we in the room? Are we
Yes.
all in the chair?
A lot of
Here are other chairs. I would have had a seat.
a lot of the pool league has left this room on its own because out of respect and out of just general sadness for their leader. So it's dusty. Everything, like there's cork boards that have like theories and stuff about old villains that has long passed. That sort of stuff.
I'm gonna go through some of the tech stuff and find non-Sparky communicators, like ones that we can use to talk to each other.
Yeah.
And I get like half a dozen out because I imagine we'll give them to like fucking like the guys along the way, like Bankshot and Paul.
Yeah.
Star Jockey. I can never remember his name now.
Hey, can I get filled in on this? What's going on? Why are we taking off our masks? Why are we throwing away communicators? Okay.
We were looking at all of the stuff. We found a suit with like this. When Exposition was talking to like who we think was like the big dog of like organizing everything that happened, and when the his communicator lit up to talk to him, it lit up yellow, like when Sparky's gone.
So someone hacked Sparky?
Maybe.
It's happened before.
It's happened before, so we need to be careful.
Okay, so what do we do then? We gotta...
Well, we need, most importantly, to have backups.
Yeah.
And I give out 2 communicators each. I'm like, if you, so we can all talk to each other, and if you need to pass along one to someone else, we can.
Patient hero?
Patient hero will need one. Star Jockey will need one. Trick Shot will need one.
Okay, you'd better grab a whole...
Yeah, okay.
He grabs it. Patient hero has been like pretty silent throughout this, and he's like, "What's going on?"
We're not sure yet.
Think that maybe Sparky might be compromised.
By a villain, or
we don't know.
Either by someone who's hacked it, or I guess your friend Edison maybe didn't create it for the best reasons at the beginning.
When you say that, Gracie gives you such a fucking look. So yeah, now you've said that, I get more communicators. It's like I've got like a few of them like on the back of my waistband or anything, of the belt.
Utility belt.
Okay, so we need to pretend we're normal.
Except yours is a Paul utility belt.
No, I think that currently...
Paul cute.
Illity.
Paul cute.
These are, I think, our current course of actions. If Sparky finds out that we know, then bad things will happen. He currently has the entire superhero world under his thing, right? If Sparky's a bad guy, then he could turn every superhero onto us, right?
We just need to pretend it's all normal and then slowly telling our friends that something's up.
Here's what I'm thinking. We can go home. We can take that Darth footage. I can edit it down to cut out us, or to cut out, any instance that shows that we did it, and we can cut out the Sparky stuff because that's not public knowledge yet. We don't want that to be public knowledge. We can cut that all out and just leave the bit where we know who Darth is. Leave that in, yeah? And then we can send that to a news station or whatever, and they can put that on in their news. And then that's...
Probably not the news station that Darren Durth
Yeah,
works
I was
for.
thinking maybe Karen Kurth's one.
Yeah.
But maybe she's too political. We could send it to Baron Berth, but he's kind of a little bit weird.
Yeah, he's a bit dodgy.
he's got some weird shit.
Yeah. But then after that, I think we were going to get Star Jockey to come look at the meteorite that we found anyways.
And I need to talk to Star Jockey about,
Yeah.
Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he comes for that, we can get him out of costume and talk to him. Not naked.
No, I was just thinking, how would you do that? And then I thought, and I'm like, didn't you two already take off your clothes at one point?
We didn't take off our clothes. Just our costume.
That was you.
Maybe I was imagining it being Tom and Star Jockey.
Yeah, because all I can ever think about is Star Jockey being naked.
Let's head back to the base and do this.
Sorry, Patient Hero, what was that?
I don't know how much I can help, but...
We've noticed.
I do know that Lightbulb's voice is the same as our butler Edison.
Yeah.
And I lived a long life. He died. I don't remember how.
Patient Hero, was Edison ever doing anything a little bit, I guess, dodgy?
To my recollection, as hard as I can, it's hard to...
Would seeing Memory Bank help?
I've had times before where Memory Bank has remembered my own memories.
Better than you.
Better than me.
We'll add that to the to-do list. We need to go visit Memory Bank and see if we can get him to remember something from before.
And I have one more idea. us giving these communicators to the superheroes might arouse some suspicions within Lightbulb. Perhaps we could do it like in a more covert way. I'm thinking I give them to my dad, give him the addresses of the superhero locations, make appointments saying that their fridges are broken, get him to deliver these Pool Shark communicators and leave a message on them from us with special instructions.
Fridge in space.
I look at, is there anything like a toy or anything like in a room, someone you give someone in a hospital, because he doesn't have Trickshot doesn't have a fridge right now.
Yeah.
Or like a book even.
You could give him a pool ball.
Too little to put a communicator on, I assume.
Yeah. There is...
Because if it's an earpiece communicator, it could just be a hollow pool ball that you put it in.
Like AirPods.
And he'll be like, why have I been given a pool ball? And it could say a number that's relevant. 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of my gadgets were invented in here. I imagine there are husks for pool balls.
Yeah.
I'm not stepping on your terrain, but pool shark's color is blue. Maybe a blue pool ball means something to the pool league.
I was just gonna put a note in it.
Yeah, but how would he know to open it? It's a pool ball. That's what I'm saying.
It's their whole league's thing, right?
If I'm giving something to Trickshot and it's like a pool ball that looks like mine, he's gonna know to open it because all of mine open.
Okay, I was just cool idea.
He's in hospital. He won't be wearing his mask. He doesn't wear glasses, does he?
No.
Okay.
So you little nerd.
I write a note that's like, Trickshot, okay, just in case we think something could be up with Sparky. This is our backup communicator made by Pool Shark. Won't be able to be hijacked or anything. If you need to get in contact with us, keep it with you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Bankshot. Is there as well.
So now there's the question of who do we trust? And I think we can trust the wheel team, at least some of them. And I think we can trust Star Jockey.
We can trust the rest of the pool league. We can trust.
But the rest of the pool league doesn't even have access to Lightbulb anyways. The ones that are here. Because we only got access to Lightbulb once we...
That's a good point.
They already would be using Pool League standard communicators.
And my dad hates everything super powered, so I don't think he'd be working with superheroes or supervillains.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I can agree with that notion. I think Bowling League is someone I don't know well enough to trust.
Neither.
Trickshot for sure, but the other ones, who knows?
Maybe just Wheel Team and Space Force. What are they called?
Galaxy Squad.
Galaxy Squad. I'm sorry, I can't remember anything's name.
And one other person I say we can probably trust is Fissure. He's helped us out.
Yeah.
Unless we don't want to harm him.
He won't have
Lightbulb, but it'll be good to have him on our communique.
Yeah.
Great.
So this is our base once we're officially disconnected from Lightbulb.
Okay, but we probably won't be for a while. But if we ever have anything terrible happen and we can't trust Sparky, we meet back here.
Yep. Okay. Let's head back to our base. I'll call Star Jockey. I'll get him to come while he's on his way. I'll start to edit this into a thing that we can show as. I'll just cut the ends off so that you can't see that the stuff with Lightbulb, but also anything that incriminates us as being there. And I'll send it anonymously.
And I'll swing by the hospital to make sure Trickshot gets this one.
And I'll grab these 3, drop them off to my dad, tell him what we need, and get them dropped off at a few of the places we talked about just before.
I think Sparky's probably able to pick up on communication technology being on in the vicinity. We should probably keep them off for now, and then have some code that activates them.
What code one?
Beefquake.
I was also going to say Beefquake.
We say Beefquake a lot though.
What about something that none of us would ever say? And so when we do say it, it's definitely not going to happen accidentally.
Okay.
What about disconnect?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
add a note to the note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I note that down on bits of paper that I've got there. I guess I'll tube straight to my dad's or as close as I can get, and I'll...
Yeah, easy.
I'll keep one on hand to give to Star Jockey when he arrives, and I'll be sure to talk to him out of suit.
There's a couple of extras if you do want him to give them to the rest of the Galaxy Squad. No point sending my dad to...
Well, I'm sure he can work. Probably what's going to happen is more so than him using the communicator, he'll reverse engineer it to be their line, because he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would use an earpiece. He'd probably use his suit.
Right, well, I'll see you guys there and then meet you back at base.
Let's split up again. And I go get back into my costume with all my shit. And
I do
I
the same thing.
head to the hospital.
And I head home.
And I head back to my family home.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Lightbulb, can you establish communication with Star Jockey?
Can do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. It's
Junior.
It's Junior. We have
I'm
some.
correcting him. It's Junior. It's not Paul. I don't know why you guys keep calling me Paul.
We have some space-related stuff currently sitting on our shelf, and we were wondering if you could take a look at it. I'm just going to be in my room working on a thing, but if you just come and knock, we'll be sure to open it. And Patient Hero will be here too.
Is this about glass Sam's?
Yeah.
I'll finish up what I'm doing here. I'll come down within 15 minutes.
15 minutes. That sounds good. That's pretty fast from space.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, see you then.
It gets to the hospital. I was in costume and then immediately back out of costume.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a bit weird if I walked in as a superhero.
Yeah.
Hey, you get any further with the video?
Yeah, so me and Lightbulb have figured out that the broadcast was broadcasted live.
Man,
He's there. He's out there.
that's a strange one.
Robot in the prison.
Rumble in the jungle.
Rowboat person.
That's what we've been able to figure out so far.
Weird. I brought another thing for you. I gotta stop, I know. And I put the pool in his hand.
Yeah.
But I'm very deliberate and I make a lot of eye contact being I'm just gotta stop, but still feel a bit bad, I guess. How you feeling?
He's taking the pool ball. He's like you can see he's confused.
And I just give a really bright smile. Just to try not panic him.
Yeah. He definitely picks up that you're trying to communicate something without communicating it out loud. So he's like he nods. He's like, okay. I'm recovering well. I think I can probably be out here within a couple days.
Good.
And then get back on duty.
Yeah. I mean, take it easy, please, but...
Dude, you like poop. So funny. I love this guy. He knows jokes.
I mean, probably want to take it kind of easy, I imagine.
He's looking at you. He's trying to figure out any sort of code you might be saying. He's like, yeah, I'll take it easy.
Realizing I'm just confusing him more, but I'm like, I don't want to leave with that being the last thing. Otherwise, he's gonna be like, I've got to figure that out. Yeah, make sure you just feel better, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be out of here soon. I'll be back on the pool league, ready to fight more.
You want, baby. You'll be in the bowling league.
Bowling league. I'll be out of here soon. I'll be back on the bowling league. I'll be ready to fight again.
I feel like they did have that entire interaction. I feel like that's
he
what
forgot. Yeah.
Trick Shots. I just want to say, Trick Shot and Gracie's relationship has become so close friends. But when we first started, and before we started as well, I thought they were just going to hate each other because Trick Shot walks in and is like, "Oh hey Gracie, you bitch," and Gracie is like, "Hey, dick fuck."
Gracie loves a rivalry, and I give a shoulder squeeze and I head out the door, just being hoping that he doesn't do anything weird.
Fuck it up.
And when you leave, he does something weird.
Oh, fuck.
As you leave, you hear him yell, "Oh my god, light bulb's bad!" What the fuck? Disconnect.
Anyway, your turn.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What happened last time when you talked to your dad?
He disowned you.
He did disown me on the phone.
He said, "Don't come back."
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. For some reason I thought the last interaction I had with him was when I lied and sent him on a wild fridge chase.
No, you guys had a full phone call where he was like, he knew.
You got smartphoned.
Yeah.
Smart pwned.
So I'm heading home. I guess I've changed into my civilian clothes. And I'm wandering up to the door and I worriedly just knock quietly.
Sure. And you wait a few moments.
And you wait.
And the door opens. And your father is standing there. And he looks at you. and he sort of sinks a little bit. But then...
Oh my god, I freeze him.
he sort of brightens up for a second, and he's like, "You're done."
Not quite dead. We're so close to being able to call it quits, but I need some help. Can I come in?
Come on in.
I close the door behind me and lead him into his own house.
He sits in his favorite chair.
I sit in the couch beside it and look over to him.
And he's looking at the floor right now.
I know the last time we talked it wasn't exactly pleasant. We both could have kept our cool a bit better. Look, the superhero teams that I work with, they all communicate to one another using a system called Lightbulb.
I assume you don't have your communicator or mask with you at this point.
No, I'm in my civilian clothes.
He's in his civvies.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And we think there may be a bug or someone's hacked into the system or something's gone wrong and it's causing outrage all over the network. It's like when bands started uploading their music to fridges and you got called on all those, to all those houses to stop it happening. I need help.
You too.
Yeah, me too.
Coldplay.
Joe Rogan.
Snow Patrol.
Tom's one was the best one.
White Album.
Tom's first one was the best one.
Can't think of any other funny ones.
We've got these new communicators and I think we need somebody who's inconspicuous and not connected to the Lightbulb network in any way to deliver them to some of the other superheroes so that we can take them down from the inside or, something.
So, who's your guy?
Dad, I think I need your help.
Daddy.
You're one of the only people who'd be able to get in and out of all these locations without raising suspicion. I could help. I could overload these fridge systems and make them play up. I can call you from... I just need someone to deliver these.
Christopher.
Yes, Dad?
You know how I feel about all of this.
I know, but that's how I know I can trust you. Right now, we've lost a lot of friends and we don't know who our enemies are. They could be anyone. That's why I need someone that I can trust with my whole head and heart and have them help us out. Please.
I noticed that Wade was gone.
I've moved him out to Riverside so that we can try and help him. There's heroes who are going to try and get him out of the ice. They reckon he's still alive and well and hopefully he'll wake up and be happy and healthy.
As long as it was you who moved him. I mean, it sounds like you've got people working against you.
Yeah. When all those explosions went off around the city, I'm glad you were safe. I was worried that our base might get blown up after Lucy suggested it to Charlie. I'm really glad that didn't happen.
I talked him down.
Yeah.
After I talked him up.
Christopher.
Yeah?
You know the reason why I'm so against this is because I worry for you.
I know.
But if this is something that is a greater threat...
I know that you've got all these issues with superheroes and supervillains ever since Mum, but...
Yeah.
I need your help, Dad. I wouldn't have come back if I didn't really need it.
I don't want to lose you too.
The band?
It's already downloaded on the fridge. I don't know how to get it off. I don't want to lose it at this point. I've got... The songs stick in my head.
Yeah.
Name one U2 song.
I definitely couldn't because it wasn't on Glee.
I literally can't.
Lucy? Any? Tom?
No?
I can't name much music.
Great, so not one of us knows a song by U2 off the top of our heads.
I'm sure if we heard it.
I couldn't name a car. You think I can name a U2 song?
I was thinking of the song. Tell you what, I'm stupid. Can't even think of the band now. I was gonna say Modern Family. What are they called? The people who did the song where they punch the meat and it's about a stalker.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And they go
Punch the meat and find the stalker?
and they go like
Punch the meat, find the stalker. Follow the money.
they go like Maroon 5. I was thinking of that.
What song?
The one where they punch the meat.
There's a music video where they punch meat.
I can't think of what the song's called.
Okay.
Animals?
Animals, that's it.
Right.
Hunt you down every day like an animal. That's not how it goes.
Sure.
Punch meat.
Punch meat.
Punch meat, find stalker.
Punch me, find stalker.
No, he's the stalker.
And
I'm
you
the stalker.
too.
All right, back to our emotional.
Can you see where I got Maroon 5 and Modern Family mixed up?
No.
No.
So you don't want to lose you two is the last serious thing you said, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't want to lose you, Dad. That's why I think maybe we could, I don't know, team up and do this together. I know how much you always wanted Chilton and Son refrigerator repairs.
Yeah, that was the dream.
This could be our cold open.
I wonder sometimes, was it chance that you got these powers that were related so closely to my career?
No, I made a nuclear fridge that gave you powers.
Dad, I don't know what caused my powers. You know that. If we knew the cause, we'd... I don't know. There's a lot of powered people now. It's just something that happens, I guess. Unless there's specific lore about why there's so many powers, I couldn't tell you, Dad.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
It's to do with the X gene.
Maybe it's to do with the X gene.
You're an Omega level mutant.
Maybe it's something to do with my X gene.
We don't talk about gene. Bitch. Who do I have to, if I agree,
I've got these
give these to?
I've got these pull shark communicators. All you'd need to do is get them into the bases, into the fridges. They've all got a note inside them.
Yeah, they've got a note attached.
Yeah.
I don't know where the bases are.
No, that's where I guess I'd go with you. And as I said, I could overpower the fridges and have them blow up, and then you could turn up as a refrigerator repairman. I could come up with another reason for why you'd have to go into the bases.
Look, your mother was involved with all this. I really never wanted to get my hands on it, but it sounds like you're in trouble, kiddo.
Yeah.
I'll help.
Dad, thank you.
He stands up from his favorite chair. He puts his arms out.
I shake them both. No. Chip goes in for the hug and is held by his father for a moment.
Alright. And
For the first time you feel warm. Troy,
I think my storyline ends with the hug, unless, you know.
I'm editing the video down. I turn off the ends and I look through to see if there's anything like that would show us in it, because I know that it was filmed from Chip's thing.
Which is why you've got my mask on you.
Yeah, I'm holding
And
it.
I don't.
Yeah.
You see
Plugged into my computer.
You see glimpses of them obviously going through that basement room, but you also see footage of yourselves on screen that he's like watching every now and then.
So I'll just cut that out.
Yeah.
Because I know that Gracie already did that stuff.
At some point while this is happening, I get back, but I am just sitting there watching.
Yeah.
And I cut it up and I play it through and it's from him getting home to him putting on the costume and leaving.
Yeah.
And then I save the file, title it Dearth exposition proof
Final cut.
Final cut. And I
Final cut 2/1/final cut final
Version,
/ audio edit, and I save it and I send it to I put it on a USB drive and I get a good old fashioned letter ready.
What were you editing on?
Probably like Premiere Pro.
No, I mean like the base computer.
No, my computer.
Your computer?
My personal computer.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we send it to each team's leader?
I'm going to send it to the news, I think, because the news breaks from superheroes, it looks disingenuous, like we've framed him because he's a bad guy and we don't like him. But if the news breaks the story without any superhero being involved that we know of, that could be a little bit better.
Good call.
Attach the video file to an email, send it to the news station on their email, on their anonymous tip line or whatever.
The other news stations.
Yeah, like every news station but Dearth's, basically, like the ones that I know are definitely not connected to Dearth.
Yeah.
And I type it, and I title the thing like anonymous to Dearth, proof of Dearth being supervillain.
Yeah.
Hyphen.
And I
final.
And I sent my like message for the email was like, I work for a security firm who deals with footage from Darren Dearth's home. I found this footage and I couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
Unwatched. Please do not attach any name or anything.
Sure.
And I sent it from like a made up email. Like
not my dad is rift@hotmail.com.
My dad is rift. I'm in the
It's
3D
Gracie's
fighters.
email.
You're on a VPN.
Yeah.
Surely. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing like I'm the crazy guy.
Yeah.
And I send it through to the news stations.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing we hear a knock at the door
I'm seeing these iPhone.
You first hear
from my new phone.
You hear outside.
Star Jockey's arrived.
Star Jockey's in his full armor. Hi.
Hey.
Come on in.
Yeah, so I heard it's the meteor that happened on Glass Sands Beach.
Yeah, it's so we were first response for that, out of costume. So
Yeah, no, I saw you guys on the news. That was fantastic.
Oh, me with no mask is on the news. That's good to know.
Well, I know who you are.
Yeah. Shit.
I did have a mask. 2 steps ahead.
But we thought we would take it home because souvenir. But when we got it home, it felt like weird.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I also have to talk to Snowflake.
Snowflake's not here right now.
Okay.
So, hey, and I kind of like lean in to whisper. I'm like, Paul, can we go for a walk real quick? Gracie's good.
Okay. No, do you? Okay, I can
any
scan the thing
order
later if you want.
Any order you want, whatever works best.
Yeah, I'll go for a walk.
Okay, cool. We'll just get some
I'll
fresh air.
get started.
I've been editing all day.
Okay.
And I
Sure.
and when gets out of the costume, and I leave my phone indoors.
Oh, so you're like, let's go for a walk, and then like make it very obvious you're taking your clothes off and want him to do the same? Or
Well, I was already out of costume. He
now
knows
you're taking your clothes
he
off.
knows that I know him out of costume.
Yeah.
So he's fine with walking
Yeah.
out of costume with me. We're both out of costume. It's
Yeah.
fine.
He taps his chest and his armor recedes.
His hairline also recedes.
So that armor's just always on, huh?
Yeah. It's yeah, and in any sort of combat maneuver, it would automatically.
Is it stuck on?
It's part of my processes. It'll.
You can take it off though at any time to work on it, obviously, and stuff, and do better upgrades.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm just checking, and I hand him while still looking at him. I hand him the thing. Is he wearing the glasses? He's wearing glasses, right?
He's wearing glasses.
But
Yeah.
are they high tech glasses? Like, or they just look like normal?
Not that
Do
you
you
can
meet
see. They look like glasses.
Do you physically hand it to him, or does your hand...
Yeah, my hand will like pass it to him without him noticing, and I go, "Can I?" And hoping that he picks up on this. Can I tell you something personal? Personal?
Personal.
Yeah.
He takes off his glasses. How personal?
Pretty personal.
Okay. He folds his glasses, puts them on his shirt.
And I kind of look down at his hand, where I've handed him the earpiece and the note, and go and just kind of give him a nod and go. I recently, when I got injured, I heard you helped me out, and I really appreciate that because it feels like we work well as a team, and we both have the same urge for good, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just I just wanted to say that I'm grateful to have you as a friend and to have you around and stuff.
He takes out his communicator.
The new one or his old one?
His regular one.
His phone.
Yeah.
If we can't trust Paul, we're fucked.
If we can't trust Paul, who can we trust?
He puts it back.
Was that just an excuse for you to message someone?
No. And he says, there's a situation in Central.
Yeah.
I can't make it. So, I'm going to send my armor
Good.
to one of my teammates.
That's a good idea. Robotic battle suit.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And he taps his chest again, and you see like it almost like bubble up.
Yeah.
This like orb of metal material, and it shoots off.
How far away are you guys from the house? Can I see y'all from where?
Yeah,
from the
probably.
window?
We're just walking around the
Yeah.
block.
It's if I can see them and I see the suit go away, I would go and join them.
Okay.
I'd want to
Yeah.
wait until then.
Yeah.
Patient Hero's just made you a cup of tea. He's like bringing it over so slowly. You just walk past him out of the room.
Okay. I'll stay
Okay.
inside.
Are we off the record?
We're off the record. What's going on, Junior?
Okay. And you
And I
definitely...
brace up.
And no one can hear you. And I mean no one.
No one. I've got all communication off.
Okay.
What's this? He holds up the thing you handed him.
It is a communicator built by Paul Shark.
He was a smart man.
He was.
We recently... Well, I didn't do anything.
It's just a pity he fell in that shark pool and died.
He was murdered.
Bankshot and Snowflake, they went to Dirth's house and they checked the security footage on his cameras. And yes, I know it's illegal, but it was greater good. So
Sure.
we got proof that he's exposition. We sent that to news stations. But also another thing we found out was that, I mean, like it says on the note, the light bulb's compromised.
Yeah, I had my suspicions.
At the moment, we're playing it cool.
Like I said, there's someone on the inside.
Yeah. We're playing it cool. We're hoping that, we don't get caught in anything, but that's an emergency communicator. If you can set that up for the Space Force Galaxy Squad, me sign up. If you can set that up for the Galaxy Squad, then we can, at some point, set it up and we can use it in case of emergency. Because I think coming soon, something worse than what happened in the filament will happen.
Paul will return in Season Quest Heroes.
If we don't know who is our mole, I don't know if I can...
I think that Lightbulb's the mole. That's my thing.
He raises his eyebrow, and you see him look up and start thinking.
Think about it this way, right? You ever seen iRobot?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Most advanced AI ever.
Yeah.
It's going to want to be more than just an AI, right? I look over at Grace, give her a nod, I feel so smart right now.
Plus, there's only a handful of people that'd be smart enough to take over Lightbulb this easily.
Are you one of them?
Apparently. I think I'd be one of them. I think that Fizz has the hacking capabilities, and I think you would be the other one.
I'm glad I've made my character shit at computers for no reason at all.
I have another thing that I just realized, thinking about it. The villains had access to Lightbulb and its greater functions, but none of them were intelligent.
True.
So how did they get that?
True. Yeah.
I mean, Mendacity had some computer knowledge, right?
Barely. I mean, I took his hard drive and he didn't even notice.
Well, never mind. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, I've looked over the footage of the battle, and a lot of the villains did access Lightbulb at the time. I thought it was a hack, and I've been going over the security systems, and I couldn't find anything, any breakpoints or anything like that.
And yeah, Sparky kept kicking me out when I was trying to do stuff, and I assumed it was a hack.
And
true.
The villains keep telling us about a big guy, or they told Gracie about a big guy. I'm assuming you've told us that.
Yeah.
And if that big guy is Sparky, like that footage suggests, then we can't trust the thing that runs our entire lives.
The entire hero system.
Yeah. So we're on Pool Shark Tech right now. Or about to be.
Okay.
But we need a clean convert, and I'm hoping that you can do something like that.
I'll start developing a secondary system. You have the Pool Shark system. Has Pool Shark and your system ever interacted with Lightbulb?
They've interacted, but this isn't that system. The only proper... I went to hold up my able, it's not with me.
Yeah.
The only proper thing that crossed over was the communicator he made me.
I need to know more about Pool Shark's system.
Let's go to the pool lake.
Okay, but first, meteor stuff.
Let's
okay.
do that, yeah.
Right.
And also you need to talk to Chet. We can't, the list expands, but this meteor could be something to do with this.
Yeah.
Right.
Things to deal with immediately.
I didn't even go to the fucking studio.
No.
Yes.
Fine.
Is there anything else I should know?
The people that have the communicators currently are obviously the Freedom Fighters, you, Trickshot, and we're getting one for the wheel team.
Do you trust the wheel team?
Yes.
I trust Forklift Certified.
He's a good guy.
They keep, and it's going to him because he's the leader, but they keep coming to our aid. They're good guys.
BC 3000.
Yeah.
A champion.
Whose
Champ.
team was Callow on?
No
He wasn't
one's-
on a team.
He was originally on the Galaxy Squad, but he went off and did his own thing.
I confused him with, is it Angel?
Yeah.
Angels on wheels.
Angel's a big wheel.
Um,
The other thing, I mean, this isn't necessarily a fact because it didn't work on Halo, but when Blue Sway said villains stop up in the filament, none of the heroes stopped. So I'm hoping that means that everybody in there is on our side, but I'm not implicitly trusting all of them.
Right. It could be a consideration of for the greater good kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
But I know I trust you. We trust Trickshot.
yeah, but Trickshot's not going to tell Bowling League. We're not telling the Dayman, and we're not telling...
God,
Yeah,
don't tell
yeah.
it, Dayman.
Who's the other group? Bowling League,
The
Dayman,
That's it, isn't it?
Snowflake, Wheeler team. So there's 6 teams.
Stuff.
There's 5 teams.
There's 5 teams.
No.
Okay, cool.
I didn't realise there was only 5 teams.
this filament here.
In my head it's 6
Hard knocks.
because, in New York, isn't it, the 6 boroughs? So in my head
No,
it's
it's 5 in New York.
Oh, that's just because I'm very stupid then, huh?
Brooklyn, Staten
It's
Island.
because of how many letters are in New York.
Yeah.
Boo-yaw.
By the way, this is Gracie,
I'm Gracie.
Good to meet you, Gracie.
also known as Bankshot.
My name.
Weird if you didn't think I was Bankshot.
Random kid walks up. Hey.
I do have information portfolios on a lot of the new heroes. I already knew.
Yeah. Also, I think a lot of people just know.
Yeah. My name is Paul Soar. He looks like expectantly like waiting for you to be like, he's just waiting.
I think Gracie would know.
Yeah.
And it's just doesn't really give a shit. Like it's not. His dad's not like a superhero, is he? It invented tech, but not a superhero.
Yeah,
so Gracie doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. He does Soar Tech, which is like a huge like company.
Yeah.
He was just looking at you to see if you got the pun in his name.
It's nice to meet you, Paul.
He looks a little bit disappointed, but he tries to hide it. He's like, all right.
Okay, I mean, let's quickly do this meteor thing.
Yeah.
Then pull League.
You hear the sound of a rocket, and you see Paul's armor return to him.
That was quick.
That's very quick.
Black Hole is a very efficient hero, and he was working with Son of Sun, so they figured it out quickly.
Who was Black Hole?
Part of the galaxy's
Well, what, the power one? Which power was it?
gravity.
That makes sense. I'm guessing
No jokes.
this seems like a moment where you would arrive back, or are you still with your dad?
I'm not quite sure because the option to go with my dad or not go with my dad.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
Do you give him the list, or do you go with him?
I guess I've decided that I'm only actually going to the wheel team's base is what's been decided. So, yes, I will go with my dad. We hop into his refrigerator repair truck.
Yeah, it's a van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Chilton, and the and Sons is like being removed,
Yeah.
but it's like faintly there still.
Yeah.
Covered in mud.
And you're driving along. It's a lot slower than you're used to because these past few weeks you've been used to the tunnel system
Yeah, and the ice cycle, which is...
and the ice cycle. He's playing like classic rock
playing
on the
U2.
radio. He's not really saying much. He looks like he has something to say, but he's just driving towards where you said he would.
The car yard, as they call it. I think all of the team bases have good names.
Yeah.
What's our team name?
I get out of the... What's our team name?
The,
Three Dumb
Three
Fighters.
House.
The Three House. It's good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And you're in like a residential area, so it works too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we pull up. I step up to the bouncer who wackily waves his inflatable arms.
Yeah.
We step past him.
Yeah. And he's like, is this the place?
It is. I'm gonna overload the circuits to their refrigerator, and then I haven't thought this part through, but we'll get you in there, and I just need you to get this communicator into their fridge, I guess. It's a dumb plan. I don't know why I thought this would work, guys.
It's gonna work.
You do whatever you need to do, kiddo.
I'm
happy to be working with you.
Thanks, Dad. I go around the back of the truck and climb up on top of it so that I'm like, at a higher vantage point, and like try and throw myself to the nearest balcony or fire escape and climb up.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to... I imagine it will be unleashing my powers.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. I rolled a 6. My freak is +3.
You feel your ice powers sort of serpentine through the building towards the coldest space in the room, and you almost absorb the cold. It sucks in, and the fridge door, you can feel the impact of it. It like jumps, and then the fridge door opens, slams, and there it is.
There it is. I've broken their fridge, I assume. Then what I'm going to do is, with that power that I've just sucked in a little bit, I'm going to push that back into the building so that throughout the building there's a sudden cold wave so that they all feel it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get down off the roof, go back to my dad and be like, right, the fridge is broken. I want you to go up to the door, say that you're from Chilton Refrigerators, that you've been called from somebody called Lightbulb, and that you need to do some repairs on the refrigerator, and I need you to hide this inside the refrigerator. There's a note explaining everything.
Is this putting me in danger?
I haven't interacted with anyone from the wheel team yet, have I?
No, I don't think so. You've seen Angel. You've heard of what BC 3000 did, and you know of Forklift Certified, but you haven't directly interacted with any of them.
No, I've seen
Am I
them.
the only one that has?
Yeah.
Lucy makes friend.
I've seen Angel.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Yeah, I think every time I saw them I was doing something stealth or something. so I can't really have a code word.
What are you trying to figure out?
Well, I need something for my dad to say to them so that they don't suspect he's a villain or try and capture him, that they'll understand he's been sent for the right reasons.
Why don't you just go up and knock on the door?
Because if they're
dad.
wearing their goggles or anything, then
That's true.
Lightbulb will see me and know something's up immediately.
You could say...
And if he's saying he's from Lightbulb, Lightbulb will know that didn't happen.
That's true.
There's been power outages in the area.
Yeah. There's been power surges and you need to replace a refrigerator, and then as soon as you can get in, I just need you to put this communicator somewhere that they'll be able to find it.
Christopher,
Yeah?
I'll do what I do best. Gonna go in, I'm gonna fix the fridge. And you see him walk up to the door. You see him knock. You see a Cro-Magnon looking motherfucker
I'm going
open the door.
I'm gonna build my burn just in case. 7. I get it and I mark a condition.
Okay. And you see him talk to this individual briefly.
Who looks like they're in civilians or in
Yeah,
costume?
he just looks very caveman-esque, but like in jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh boy.
And then you see him walk inside.
Amazing, he did it. I stay in the van and I wait for any sign of him coming out.
Maybe 15 minutes pass. And then he walks out. He zips up his tool bag and he walks confidently to the van. He sits down. He breathes out. He says, I did what you told me to do. Sorry it took me so long. You fucked up that fridge pretty good.
Dad, that's amazing. You're a hero. Sorry.
Don't.
You're a great dad. Thank you.
I'm a fridge repairman.
A fridge repair hero. A hero.
This feels like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
It does, it really does. I was getting the vibes too. I didn't want to say anything.
He holds the steering wheel, white-knuckled. Yeah. And he says, where to next?
I guess home.
And you can see his hands relax. Fissure.
We have Paul.
Yep.
Can we take him in to look at the meteor?
Yep. So he walks into the base. He greets Patient Hero.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
That's Patient Hero.
Yeah, I talked to him when you were out.
He's bunking here for a while because, and he's ashamed to admit it, he doesn't have anywhere else to go.
I do want to talk to him about a few things too.
That's fine.
Because, as you know, about the whole memory bank thing, there's questions to be answered.
Oh, for sure.
And then he looks at his watch, and then he looks at you, Fissure, and he says, "Are you feeling all right?"
Yeah, I'm okay. A little bit tired. Been a long day. Giving me a weird look.
He's just looking at you, up and down. Okay.
Can I look at myself? What am I feeling? What am I looking at? Pierce my own mask.
Yeah, you sort of you take back. You sort of feel your body and your presence, and you feel a little bit more active.
Active. Like electric a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, because I've been feeling kind of weird since I got the thingy, so I'm probably at the moment just thinking this is probably more side effects.
Yeah, you've got a brand new space thing in you.
Yeah, I might just go take a seat. BS, can you show him to the souvenir shelf and show him the stuff, and I'll just chill out for a moment. And I sit down next to Patient Hero and grab his tea that he gives me.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's quite relaxing, I think.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think all tea is
Most tea.
hot,
Coffee tea.
Not sweet tea.
not hot.
No.
It felt like Lucy was going for a bit. She wasn't. She just doesn't have any brain cells. I set myself up at like the big computer, and I show Paul the big rock meteor.
He picks it up.
Feels strange, doesn't it?
There is a energy emanating from it.
And I take it out of his hand and I pull out the little drawer that we have in the thing that goes in and scans stuff. We've discussed this drawer.
Yep.
What do we do?
Okay. I'm gonna make my own scan, first of all.
I open the drawer and I take it back out.
Yeah. He does. You see like a light emit from his hand. He scans it. He puts it back in the drawer. He takes a moment and he says, there's a life signal from this.
Am I meeting an alien?
I think
Not the first time.
not the first time. I think what you guys have here, it's dormant, but this is alien life.
Da, 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 Let's make a space Jurassic Park. Can we, Charlie? Can we make a space Jurassic Park, please?
The second dive ball. It's the second dive ball.
It's similar,
Eyeballs, baby.
It's similar dormant life signs that I have read at, and then he looks a little bit like taken aback by himself. He's like,
I raise an eyebrow.
Citron 6?
do you know about
Yeah.
Do you know about Snowflake's thing?
I do.
Okay.
I don't. I just say that. No,
You do.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
You know about Wade?
Oh,
told
yeah,
you
I
guys
do.
on the
I
Ferris
do.
wheel.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I do. If not, I was gonna fucking lie.
It's not conscious, but it is alive, much in the same way that Wade is.
My brain wants to crack this open like an egg.
I've been doing some research on.
Great egg crack.
That was really good, Charlie.
I've been doing some research on Wade and how this might be alleviated, and he looks like he's just solved something else in his mind. And
I love watching the gears turn. Gracie says out loud.
and there is a connection that I will send word to you about.
The connection is that I touched both of them.
I was actually thinking multiverse freezy stuff, but it got really hot, so maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Do we want to crack this thing open like an egg? Is that what we'd want?
I don't believe so. Not yet. Let me do more research on this.
Sounds good.
You find something. I think this is alien life in it. Oh, cool.
I've got a few things.
Alien omelet, sorry.
I've got a few things that I've got to quote unquote crack right now.
It's the first time I've ever heard you make a joke, Star Jockey.
Yeah.
This is the best.
You
No,
guys.
I make heaps. You guys just don't get them.
You guys are rubbing off on me.
For fun.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I forgot the fun side of hero work.
Yeah. This is a weird situation, huh?
There are parts of my research for this whole Wade thing that might be more connected to recent events than we know.
Grace does a signal of just like spinning her finger and being like, want to take another walk?
And he says, I have some things to think over. I have a few calculations to make, and I have enemies of the Galaxy Squad that we have to take care of.
Sounds good.
But I will be back with more information.
Very good. Thank you for swinging by.
You're welcome.
And I don't think I really said it to you at the time. Thank you for helping with Fissure the other day.
Of course. Light bulb. Open the skylight.
We don't have a
I'm just
skylight.
playing with
What the fuck?
The roof opens. He flies
Yes.
out. Do you want to arrive here now?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Dad and I had anything
Yeah.
else important to say.
I want us to work together for a little bit.
Yeah. So you arrive at the base, and when you all are
Paul's
together,
just left, of course, so I
Yeah.
don't get to...
you actually see him rocketing off.
Fuck! I don't get to learn about Wade again.
But as you enter, the screen in the center room lights up yellow, and Lightbulb says, "I've detected some pathogens within your space.
What?
I think Patient Hero's time here may have affected the space. I'll need to take blood samples."
In my head, I've gone to doctors, I've given my blood to things before. Sparky has my blood already, this is just fresh blood and it's fine. You know?
Yeah, and I guess mine's probably fine. I can freeze it at will, I mentioned earlier, and I'm making that canon because why not, but I imagine it's mostly liquid most of the time.
Each of you feel a pinprick on the bottom of your foot.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Sparky, you can't just take our blood without asking.
I need to make calculations and keep you safe.
You can't take our blood!
I have.
That's fucked up. At least it's for greater good, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I slouched down onto the nearest seat, I guess.
I check my foot pretty easily.
Yeah, you see, you're holding your foot. You see a needle point where the blood would have come out. Coming out?
What a bad place to inject to get blood as well.
You were all standing.
Yeah, but I was standing with shoes on.
Weird.
I imagine it would be in the shoe, like part of the costume, and I imagine it would be between the toes because that's where you get the most blood from.
Yeah.
It's weird because normally when I'm about to get like attacked, my body auto reacts.
I'm not even in my costume.
No, me neither.
Mm.
I'm just in a guy clothes. We're all in our civvies at the moment.
Yeah. So I guess no, this is just one of those superhero bases with needle floors.
What else do you have in your walls, Sparky?
Rats.
Secrets.
Everything available to keep you safe.
Are there blueprints? I'm curious. I try to play it off as like fun and curious.
There are blueprints, but they are not available.
Why not? I live here.
These are only available to the main 6. This is a high level.
The blueprints for my own place? I'm not asking for the filament here, Sparky.
You are all a replacement currently for the 6, and you only have access to a certain amount of my resources. I cannot give you the blueprints.
Thanks, Sparky.
Huh. I don't know what to do.
Patient hero goes,
Did they also take a blood test from him?
no,
Patient Hero, you're feeling alright?
I'm feeling fine. Your friend looks not great.
Does he?
He points at Fissure, who is now almost vibrating.
Oh. You alright, buddy?
I mean, I've been feeling a little weird since the accident, but I nothing like, I don't know, nothing worth talking about. I just, I've been feeling a little bit more, I guess, alive and with it, if that makes sense, but not in a necessarily good way. It's kind of like my whole body, my whole body's always moving, but now it kind of feels like it's moving a bit more. Maybe because it was like the fresh space energy or something, I thought, but maybe it's like a virus, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's weird, for sure.
As he's talking, a few points of his civilian clothes go like gray for a second and then go back to color.
This probably won't solve itself.
No.
I wanted to say will, and then I changed my mind.
Maybe you should call Star Jockey back. Here, Fissure, let me place my hand against your forehead to like check your temperature, like the back of my hand.
And when you place your hand on his forehead, the forehead starts vibrating at such a speed that it heats up, and your powers, yeah.
What the fuck?
I didn't do anything.
I know, but look, my fingernails have melted off.
Oh my god.
If I put you in a pool, would you do that thing where you've got the tuning fork and it make a noise and it goes splash?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest, Bankshot. I don't know what's going on. It's funny, for listeners at home, this is what it feels like when you get adrenaline. Just whole body vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
Troy gets it.
Yeah, as someone who's been overdosed on adrenaline far too many times, yeah.
Bees.
We don't.
We don't.
We do little sharpies of not.
We've only got natural adrenaline.
Do I feel hot?
You feel like you're almost like moving in the same way that you did that big teleport.
Yeah.
You feel like you're changing places.
Okay, but I'm not physically. I just feel like I am.
You feel like the space that you're in right now is at the same time the space that you're not.
I see. Kind of.
I know you've complained about like family doctors and stuff before, but is there doctors that deal with superheroes that have powers that affect their body? Like Paul Shark would have had one.
Yeah.
Right.
So
surely we've got a superhero doctor.
There might be something in the filament.
We can go have a look in the filament to see if there's something that might make you feel a little better.
Yeah, maybe we could go. Maybe my dad's room would be good. I don't know what's going on with me.
You look unstable, and I don't say that lightly.
How do you feel though?
When you ask that, he's gone, and in his place, you see someone else.
Who?
You see a young man wearing a beret and suspenders and some puffy pants, holding a newspaper, completely black and white. And he looks at you and he says, "Oh, if looks could kill, I'd be dead." Hi, I'm Charlie. I've had the pleasure of running the 100th episode of Season Quest, and I still don't listen to Season Quest.
You sound so happy about it as well. You've had the absolute pleasure.
Should we redo the Season Quest rap, but instead you just replace all the names with our names, but no like actual change to the lyrics, like Fissure, the lizard wizard from the swamp who lives in the sewers.